Well, going live on StreamYard. Haven't done this for a while. Just give it a few minutes before anybody comes in. It's been a while. Can't remember how to do this. God. Let's check this one. Content. Live. Yep, it's up. Hey, Jason. John. I'll try and remember. Invite. Is that how I do it? Yeah, copy the link. I'll put the link out just in case. Paste. Post. There we go. If anyone wants to come up and say hello, you're more than welcome. I haven't done one of these in about 7 months, something like that. So yeah, I thought I'd put myself on screen for once in a while and see how everyone's doing, and catch up with people. I don't know how many people are going to be coming in. Hang on, how do I do this again? That's okay, don't worry. Let's try and remember how to do this now. See that button there, I think. Layout. It's not the layout, it's the banner. No, private chat. Can't quite remember. Hey, Mick. Yeah, been a while. 6 people watching. There it is. I can see it now. So, yeah, 7 months, Mikey. Yeah, it's been a long time. I think Park Nest was in that chat, if I remember correctly. Yeah, there wasn't very many of us in there. God, it's so cold right now. It's crazy. I've even got the heating on. I can still feel it. So, yeah, I was thinking like doing like a Q&A thing about the channel, but at the moment, because of the weather and because it's so damn cold, working on the projects, it's not fun in the cold. I know some people like working in the cold, and that's fine. I just don't. Yeah, fair enough. I did do a load of welding in the cold, and that does kind of keep you warm. But your extremities, like your feet, they don't warm up when you're welding. And thinking about welding the Cortina, I'm actually thinking about just strengthening the back end for now, get to the NEC. Oh yeah, there's an announcement I'll be making in this video. Wait for more people. There's 8 people in here now. When we get a few more people in, there's a little announcement I need to make. Yeah, 4 Celsius, it's not good. Yeah, I need to be traveling the end of this week. I've got to go up north, and I'm kind of hoping that I can get up there and get back. It's not going to be fun. What was I saying? Yeah, announcement for next year. Yeah, I was going to say about the back end of the car. Sorry. Hey, Mark. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. It's going to be because I would need to put the car at my friend's yard, and working on the car outside in the cold. We're more exposed down in the southwest to the weather. When I was working on the car up north near Birmingham before, I had kind of like shelter either side, and it wasn't quite so bad. You could kind of protect yourself from the elements. But in this yard, I don't think there's going to be much kind of protection for the elements at all. the plan was to get like a big gazebo and then hold it down with bricks, because that's, if the wind picks up, it's going to take a gazebo with it. So you can like tie them down and tie some massive breeze blocks. And yeah, I think, to be perfectly honest with you, it's going to be best if I weld it when the weather is warmer. Hey Dick, welcome. How you doing? So yeah, we have 14 people in now. Okay, I think 14 is enough. Okay, announcement time. In March next year, the NEC 15 TC will be at the NEC on the Ford Cortina Mark III owners stand. I have been invited. Hank, hello. The only thing I need to work out and organise is where to stay while I'm up there. So that's a lot of forward planning. I've never had to go to a show where I'm staying overnight. So I need to organise someone to look after little madam here. And then I need to figure out travel. I mean, driving up there shouldn't be an issue. I've got to drive up there in the Cortina. I think it's on the Thursday. Meet up with, say, Pete and Chris if they're going, or whoever else is going up to the show. I expect they will go, because they go pretty much every year, and organise somewhere to stay. So I need to look into if I can book it in advance, and how much it's going to cost. So when I come back, because I'm going away this weekend to see a friend of mine, it's only for a few days, but when I come home, I am hoping to collect some Cortina parts while I'm away. Maybe one, or maybe possibly one, because I need to travel to see my friend Adrian, and he's got one of the back doors for the car because the bottom's rotted, and it's purple, but it doesn't matter if it's purple. I can paint it, I can clean it all up, I can bolt it on the car. It's not complicated. And I don't know if it's got any trim on the inside. And I've also got panels for the rear end of the car inside. So that's going to try and help keep a bit of loudness, travel noise, just like boominess. I think they called it back in the day, because the back of the car does boom, because there's no sound deadening in these old cars. But there's carpet I'm collecting, and new other things. Hey, Rich. What was that? Not you talking about John. I'm talking about Simone. Rich, I'm going to. I've been booked to go to the NEC in March next year. Excuse me. It's so cold. I've got to wipe my nose indoors. Gross, I know. Yeah. Saturday. Fingers crossed. I don't know if anyone else watches the channel. Alex's Assets. On Saturday, I'm hoping to travel up there, and I'm going to pop in and see her and have a cuppa and catch up. And I'm hoping I might be able to drive one of her cars. So it might happen. I don't know. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, guys, smash the like button. Yeah, it's a bit weird doing this again. After 7 months or however long it was, it's been a while. I know I've been doing a few gaming things recently, but yeah, it's not just about cars and bikes. I think that should be a phrase for my channel, don't you? It's not just about cars and bikes. Oh, you going, Mark? Awesome. I'm kind of hoping that when TC is at the NEC, I'm hoping that Furious Driving gets to have a look around it. Hubnut, Ed from Twin Cam. Who else can I think of that? Alex might be there. Joseph Lloyd, he will be at the show. I'm sure he goes and he puts in like 20 episodes. He films every single vehicle. If you haven't seen Lloyd Vehicle Consulting, he films everything but diesels. He doesn't talk about diesels on his channel, and that's his kind of like that's his channel motto, I think, or his like trademark. He's kind of adopted a trademark. You two getting friendly? Stop it, Mikey. Gonna get yourself in trouble. Oh no, how many have we got? 14 at the moment. I'll pop up the hang on. Pop up the link again. I'll see if anyone on hang on, nobody on. Still 14. No. Flirty poos. That sounds a bit strange. You can't flirt with poo. That's just weird. So, anyone got anything they want to ask or? Oh, yes, Mark. TC's back end needs solidifying. It is safe. Nothing's hanging off really. It just needs replacing the panels. Okay, John. Thanks for popping in. Have a good day. Yeah, I've got the panels for the rear end. And yeah, I want to get that done. There's a few things in the engine bay I need to tidy up metalwork wise as well. It's just a few things have appeared since I've owned the car that I need to address. The one of the headlights, I think it's the driver's side, because it slopes down, and then you got the headlight there. Hey Tim, it kind of like it's kind of like a little bowl shape, and water just sits there, and it can rot through, and that's where it's gone. So I will need to get some steel and fabricate that section, clean up the old bit, get all the electrics out of the way. Because if I'm cutting steel, I'm going to need to clean up to fresh metal, and it's going to be wing off, headlights out, and try and get in there. Excuse me, and figure out how to repair that section. And at the same time, I don't know if anyone saw where Pete was working. Hey, FX. I don't know if I've seen you before, but thank you for joining. Where Pete was working on Project Papa, and he cleaned up all the inner arches and everything. That's what I need to do to TC. I need to clean up all the inside, fix up all the repairs, because there are a few at the top of part of the A pillar. And I need to also repair where the wing bolts to the inner wing. At the top part of that, it's like a rail, the wing rail, that needs to be either repaired or replaced on both sides. And they're not expensive. They're like, I think it's about £45 for each piece, which is pretty good, to be honest with you. I'm not going to complain at that price. But no, it's there are still quite a few jobs to do. The windscreen needs replacing. I've got that, of course, as you may have seen in the previous video. If you haven't, feel free to have a look at the playlist. I've got a windscreen rubber as well. All the trim around the windscreen seems good. So I've yet to obviously cut it all out and replace it. No, Mick, he's at the age where he doesn't require one. Yeah, I put in the road tax. I wasn't questioned on anything, and there's nothing to hurt anybody. Nothing's gonna fall off and cause a problem. Hey, Ken, I'm doing a live. Feel free to jump up if you wish. There is a link. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing the work, but I just don't want to do it during the winter. So yeah, it was basically an announcement that TC is going to be at the NEC next March. Feel free to let people know if you are going to go, if you're, if you let people know that they're interested in Cortina's aware of, or if you are around and you want to come and have a look at the car. It's not going to be a case of do not touch my car unless you're nude. No. I'm going to allow people to sit in the car. I don't want to sort of like stop people from enjoying it. They can look at it, of course. They're more than welcome to do that because that's usually what you do at car shows, looking at cars. But I'm going to allow people to sit inside it and enjoy it because that's the whole point. That's I don't see the point of stopping people from touching the car. If it was immaculate and showroom condition, I think it would be slightly different. But I still wouldn't stop people from enjoying it. So yeah, TC will be at the NEC. There we go. Mr. Kenny, add to the stream. Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
Doing all right today.
No other brave souls to come up?
No, not yet. You're the first brave one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Mick, it should be. Yeah, the welding I did last time, that was actually quite nice and warm. But when you've got your head in the car, all the heat collects in there. But yeah, I did enjoy doing the welding. But yeah, I just wish I could have done it in better climate.
What's the weather today? What do you got over there today?
Oh God, this morning it was 5 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, I think it's about 2 Celsius here.
Yeah, cold.
Yeah. Yesterday was crazy. It was 55 degrees yesterday. It was nuts.
Wow. Well, thank you, Mick. Yeah, the day before, I think it was, no, it was Wednesday. I went out to get in the car and the whole windshield was iced up. There is a little, oh, where's he gone? Oh, he's dropped out. No, the Rover, I had to scrape off all the ice. It was so cold. Hey, John. Haven't seen you for ages. Lost you. Feel free to. Oh, hang on. I'll put the link back in. Paste. There we go. Yeah. Wrap myself up in my top because it is so cold. It really is cold. Oh, I'm getting too old for doing that. I'm trying to cross your legs when you're older. It's not a good idea. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, back end of the car, very boomy. That needs to be addressed. I've got more sound deadening to go into the car.
I lost you. I tried to get in the chat. It won't let me do the chat with my phone.
Oh, yeah. For some reason, mine's laid out differently, and I don't know why. I think they must have edited it since I last used it.
Yeah, if I hit chat, it kills you. It goes into the
chat. So yeah, get some more sound deadening inside the back of the car, in the sides, and oh God, Mick, that sounds awful. Welding in the rain, 15 meters up the side of a building. Sod that. No, you couldn't pay me to do that, I'm afraid. Mick, you're a braver person than I am.
Who's that, McCarty?
Yeah. That is brave. Is
I
the
got
welder up?
another phone so I can see the chat.
Okay. Yeah, hang on, I could bring that up on my phone, couldn't I? As long as it's on silent. Oh yeah, of course I could look. I could open the channel on a different window.
Hmm.
Yeah, Ken, it's been like 7 months since I did a last live.
Yeah, but your last live, I think you were welding, weren't you?
No,
No?
it's beginning of this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's crazy because Parkness was in there with us.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while.
No, me neither.
Well,
Hey,
he's on, I
Lee.
see him on Jeanette's all the time. He's on Jeanette's.
Yeah. How you doing, Lee? How's your layout going?
And Phil Lee. Hello, Lee. Who's here? Mark Wiley.
Mr. Anfield, the train man.
Jeez. Yeah, everyone's texting me, you going live? You going live? And I'm like,
Yeah.
we had a long night, a nice dinner last night, a couple of drinks,
Oh,
so
good.
needed some rest.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah, been a while.
Well, yeah, it was just a quick announcement, really. Oh yeah, I was trying to had a bit of a battery disaster with the Cortina, not yesterday, the day before. So because I hadn't put any content out on the car for a while, I decided that I was going to go up there, and when I did run the car, some of you may have seen the video where I was explaining about doing the welding, and I got the boot mat and everything. About the engine not running all that well. So the plan was to go up there and just check the running of the car, fire it up and just tinker with the carburetor.
Mm-hmm.
And I put the key in the ignition and turned it to the on position so you could see like any dashboard lights, and nothing at all. And on this car, I think there's a little bit of an electrical connection issue, because every now and again you turn the ignition on and you had to hit the dashboard to get the oil pressure light to pop up, and it wouldn't do it. So like hitting the dashboard, nothing comes up. So turn the ignition off, and the first thing I did is I got my battery tester out of the Rover, which I keep that in with the battery, just to check it every now and again, see what the voltage is like in case I need to top it up. And put that on the battery, and nothing, not even the lowest LED. So unbolted the battery, brought it home, and I thought I'll put it on charge, because sometimes if you've got an old car, it's a good idea to unbolt the battery when it's stored so you don't kill it. I killed it. Got it home, and as soon as I got it in the house, it started to sweat. So I thought, okay, I'm going to leave it for a night and let it acclimatize before I start charging it. So I left it on charge for a good 8 hours, and it started coming up on the charger that it was charged. But it's got 3 lights, red, amber, and green, like a traffic light system. The green one comes up when it's charging. You get pulsing through into the battery. Didn't do any of that. It didn't do any of that at all. The amber light, yellow light came up, and the power light came up. The yellow light was very, very dim. And it took ages to get any kind of response from the battery. Hey, Jordan, good to see you. Long time no see. So finally managed to start getting some action in the battery, something actually happening. And I left it for a few more hours, and I was going to go to sleep, and I thought, I don't want to leave it on when I'm sleeping, because if something goes wrong, I don't want my house catching on fire. So turned it all off and checked it before I went to sleep, and it came up on the tester, the LED tester, saying fully charged. So I thought, okay, I'll leave that, I'll check it in the morning. God, we've got 22 people in now. Thank you everyone for joining. It's much appreciated. So the following morning, put the tester on it again. It had lost the entire half of its power.
Wow.
So it was only half charged. And if I'd put that in the car and turned it over, the initial load would have pulled so much power out of it, it wouldn't have started. Hey, Tommy. So yeah, I didn't realise there was a warranty on this thing, and I wasn't sure if I had the receipt still. So I spoke to a few people on WhatsApp, and they said, "Have a look through your paperwork." Luckily, I found it, so I phoned up the company that sold it to me. There's a 3-year warranty, and it's only a year and a half old.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter where you've bought it, as long as you take it back to that company that sold it to you in the first place, you'll get a brand new battery in return. So that's what I'm doing tomorrow. So I'll film that, taking it in, swapping it over, and I'll film firing the car up. So yes, and then I can film doing a bit of tinkering with the carburetor, and hopefully it'll make an interesting video for you guys to enjoy. I hope, because it's been a while since I've put any Cortina videos out. I think the car has been sat since the end of October, and it wasn't running all that well. I don't know. It could be fuel. It could be a vacuum on the carburetor, maybe mixture screw, tick over. Could be dirt in the float bowl. But yeah, I need to do something with it. But I'll take some gloves and wrap up warm. But yeah, little catch up with everyone. And yeah, I wanted to move the car so I could work on the Kawasaki as well. And I couldn't do that. So there's always things that kind of get in the way of doing other things. Do it live. I will try. I could always do a live broadcast from the phone and see if it, because I've got a new phone holder now for the tripod. You can also like put it on a windscreen thingy, so you can film from like your car, like you're doing a travel vlog or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, dash cam style. Yeah. I could. Yeah, I've got a few things which are already filmed. I'll have to add that in. How could I do that live and also add the other stuff in as well? Not sure if I can actually. I suppose I could do a little video of. Yeah, exactly, Rich. Yeah, no question. That's it. No questions, no nothing. They just take the battery off you and give you a new one. It's brilliant. I mean, the when I bought the battery initially, put it on the car, it started immediately. You know, but I do think the cold did get to it quite badly, though. But then again, I don't know. I'm not up on how batteries, hold their charge or don't hold their charge.
Where'd you buy it though? Like a Tesco's or something, or where'd you buy it?
No, there's an auto place here. Anyone from the UK here, if you know Euro car parts, sometimes they can be okay, sometimes they can be bad. But it's like any company, really.
Some warranties are prorated with batteries, depending on the.
Yeah. Well, they're a nationwide auto parts company, and their company actually makes these batteries. Apparently, well, that's what the guy said to me anyway. But the guy said you can do it multiple times. So he said to me, if you get your new battery and in a year's time it dies, you can bring it back again.
Huh.
So that's quite interesting. Yeah, the warranty is good, but if the battery doesn't last its 3-year warranty, then it kind of shouts that, yeah, yes, Jason, good point. They need to be active and constantly used, really. The alternator on the Cortina as well isn't wonderful. So I would like to get a brand new alternator at some point. That would drastically improve things. But hopefully I can do that up at the NEC, because I might really get some kind of promotion on the channel, maybe. I don't know. Oh, I was saying that, Ken. I had an email from someone trying to promote my like get me to promote stuff off my channel.
Oh yeah.
and what was it again? I think it was
What
clothing.
were they trying to sell you?
Clothing, I think it was.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, just be careful with some of those things. Watch the fine print.
Yeah, yeah. It's like clothing on my channel.
Huh.
Really?
Hmm.
Why would you want to advertise clothing on my channel?
Hmm.
Oh, God, that's just crazy. Oh yeah, trickle charges. Little stuff actually, Tommy, is actually quite good. I've got you may have seen my video that I did with the Ugga Dugga gun, windy gun. I always call it that. Thingy gun. See you, Lee. Take care. Have a good
Later.
one. Yeah, I've got a hand drill, cordless from them, which is actually pretty good. I've not had a problem with it. And the Ugga Dugga gun. That's not a problem with that at all. The only thing I noticed with it is that you've got the button to push it left and right for backwards and forwards. Sometimes it doesn't always engage. That's it, an impact gun. That's the one. Sometimes it doesn't always engage when you're doing something up. When you press the button in, it doesn't always engage. When it's fairly new as well, but I've lost the receipt, so I can't take it back. But I might be able to clean it up, spray it with something. I don't know. But
All right. Well, I'm going to get going. I got to go fix 2 chainsaws for a guy that's been calling me for 2 weeks now. Saying, "Where's my chainsaws?"
oh no,
Make some money.
got to keep customers happy, Ken.
I know. Anyhow, all right. Everybody, hit the thumbs up for Simone. Enjoy the.
Thanks, guys.
We'll talk to you later on.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Cheers.
I'll pop up the link if anyone else wants to join. Jump up. You're more than welcome. Biker clothing. I have leathers. They were my brother's, but weirdly enough, they fit me. So, I don't care as long as it covers me. And if I come off my bike and it saves my life, that's all that matters, really. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good point. Biker clothing. I didn't equate what you were saying then. Sorry. Get pause on lorry battery, especially when it turns cold. Lack of use. Yeah. Good point. I was thinking of an isolator switch because you can just turn it and take the key out. Yeah, I think they sell them the Euro car parts, like £6 or something. And you can like hide the connection underneath like the side of the radiator or something in the engine bay. I would put it inside the car, but I don't know where I would mount it. So yeah, I have to figure something out with that. I don't know. It'd be a case of being strategic with it. So what's happening with you guys? How are you all doing? I hope the content on the channel recently has not been too weird for you. I know it's been a bit different. Right. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the live stream to 40 minutes, and I think I'll leave it there. So if anyone's got anything to ask about the channel, oh yeah, issues with the name of the channel, struggling with that. I tried to change it to make it like easier to find, because when you type in Hooked on Classics, it brings up music channels. So there's me thinking I need to change it to something else, make it a bit easier. And I kind of made it longer, but I can find it. But it's too long, I think, the name. So maybe Cortinas and Classics. So I thought I'd put that out there, see if anyone can give me some feedback. And because you guys watch the channel, you guys would have a better idea than me. Cheers, John. Enjoy your shopping. Is it food shopping or, mind you, we all need food. Oh, thank you, Mark. That gives me an idea to maybe do some more on that. I don't know. On classic Fords. Yeah, it's not just Fords on the channel though, it's everything. No, because I've got the Rover and the bikes as well. So no, I'm not calling myself Mr. Hardy. Play on, yeah, I'm just messing around. Oh dear. It is a difficult one because I've had a couple of names for the channel already, and you know, I made some merch, and yeah, that merch is going to be like collector's items now. I'm sure because the stickers I had made up as well, and they're on people's cars all over the planet, and well, not all over the planet, just like you know, in a couple of random places. I don't mind if a few people have stickers. I don't mind. I've still got some left on the original style, actually. So if anyone wants one, feel free to email me. My email address is in the channel description. Yeah, it's difficult trying to think of the proper name, a good name for the channel. That's going to be recognizable. I can't think of anything close to like Hubnut and Furious Driving, and I don't even know where Furious Driving got its name from. It's just really different. And because there's so many channels on YouTube now, you've got to be. I think you've got to be a bit more careful how trying to get your name there. I know, Tommy. I was just messing around. TC and me. Hey, Andy. I was just talking about getting the car sorted out for because I've been invited to the NEC next March, and I was thinking it might be a bit easier to weld the car when the weather's warm because I'm not good with the cold. Yeah, yeah, it's not good at all. Yeah, somebody said to me, go to the NEC, then weld the car. So I'll have to basically see how I go with that. The problem is because there's a few holes in the bodywork, the fumes get back inside the car. So doing a really long journey like that might be detrimental. I don't know. That's the problem. That's the whole problem. Strengthen up the bodywork as it is. I mean, nothing's going to fall off, as I've already said. It just needs to be strengthened. Take it to the NEC, then get back and then cut all the panels off and put on the new ones. Oh God. You know what, Jason? I don't know if anyone has done welding at the NEC because you need shields around the car so people don't get blinded because they're going to be walking around looking at all the cars. And the last thing I want to do is give anyone archi. Not is it called archi? I think. Mark, I'm hoping we don't have a long winter, but I think we're going to get a very cold one. Classics with Simone. Not sure. I may have to do a poll or something like that. Andy, how are you? How do you feel about welding in the cold? I know you work at your yard, but do you tend to weld indoors mostly? Oh yeah, fire permits. Do you know what? My brain just read that as fire armpits. Sorry, Mick. Oh. I'm sorry. Fire armpits. Oh, that's not good. I don't want to. Oh, I don't want a crying fit or a laughing fit. That's just like that's funny though. Um, Talking with Hog. I do talk a lot. Oh, there's so many ideas. I'm not too sure what to do. Um, yeah, fire permit. Yeah, you don't want to set anything on fire at the NEC. That's just not a good idea. Um, oh, really? Springtime is handful. Oh dear. Um, yeah, my wrists. I've got arthritis in my wrists. And my ankles. Not quite so bad on my ankles these days. It's mostly my wrists, and I'm struggling with my fingers now. Oh, how's it going, Mick? Is it nice and bouncy and comfy? Hope so. um, yeah, I didn't think they would. Yeah, cheers, Mick. That was funny. I might have to get a picture of that. Fire armpits. um, okay, Mark, no problem. Enjoy. Anytime anyone mentions shed now, it just reminds me of the YouTube channel I found recently called Shoestring Shed. Can't remember the chap's name, but he's really funny. Um, Mick's tied up right now. How can you type? Yeah, check out Shoestring Shed. Hey Tom, I'm gonna post the link up. See if anyone wants to pop up. Paste. Ta-da! There we go. Where was I? Lost my train of thought already. Just too much giggles, I'm afraid. Laughing about fire armpits. That's funny. Oh dear. Yeah. Oh yeah. Shoestring Shed. He's got Rover 75, like I've got Rover 75. He's got a few Kawasaki. He's got Kawasaki ZX10, which is a bit older than my ZZR, and he's got a bike. Well, I think it's his partner's bike called Pinky. So there's two bikes called Pinky um, on YouTube. I don't think his project Pinky is actually pink, though. I don't think so. What was that? There's a name for your channel. Fire Armpits. Yeah, why not? Fire Armpits. Oh, God. Could you imagine? Oh, going to a car show and it's like, this is Fire Armpits. I think that's going to be a channel kind of like phrase now. It's going to have to be. Yeah, yeah, that's going to sting slightly. Oh God, I'm running over 44 minutes so far. Okay. Anyone else got anything they want to bring up and any questions, anything to do with the projects or the channel itself? Apart from fire armpits, cool. Oh, I keep getting pop up alerts when I'm trying to read something. Mattress from 1,300 to 550. Oh, the cost. Wow, that's less than half price. It would work with your red hair. You know, my hair isn't actually naturally red. You know, this is actually I haven't dyed my hair in over a year and a half, and that was from a jar, from a bottle. Yeah, but I know what you mean. Fire armpits. Yeah. Um, the little icon I had on my YouTube. with my red hair and a picture of me with a bike. That was really, really good colour. It was really good. Really, it was like pillar box red or post box red over here in the UK. Payphones used to be the same colour, I think, as well, but we don't tend to have many payphones left. And I'm sure most of the world doesn't really have many payphones left, unless you say like third world part of the country, part of the world even, third world part of the world. Yeah, they might still have payphones. I don't know. Going off on a tangent. Oh yeah, I've got something for the ZZR. Where is it? It's here somewhere. Where do I put that? Is it under the laptop? No, don't know where I've put it. I've got a new VIN tag. Suicide hair. So yeah, yeah, I definitely want to colour it again. It just, I don't know, makes you feel a bit happier about things sometimes. You know, giving yourself a new look. Most of you guys, you don't really colour your hair, I'm sure. You know, some of you might. I don't know. Right, we've dropped down to 9 viewers on the channel, so I'm going to call it. And yeah, anyone who's got any suggestions about a channel name, feel free to post it in the comment section below the video, and I would be very appreciative. So yeah, and also yeah, check out. I will put updates for when TC is going to the NEC, and I'm definitely going to film it and document the journey and everything. And fingers crossed I don't break down. Oh yeah, of course, Mick, you don't have any. Yeah. Right. Thanks everyone for joining and making me laugh as well. That was great. Bye, armpits. All right. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.